So, in today's discourse, or rather discussion, we'd like to glorify Vaishak. From yesterday, Vaishak month started. In Sanatana Shastra, there is mention about 3 months which are very, very important and significant in Sanatana Dharma. What are they? One is Vaishak, that is in the month of April and May. Next is Kartik, in the month of October, November. Then Magh, in the month of January and February. Very important. And our most beloved, His Holiness Jayapati Goswami Guru Maharaj said that if you do any activities in Vaishak, it gets multiplied by 100 times. What time? 100 times. And Guru Maharaj, he used to generally describe a very beautiful story from Padma Purana. And that story is so important and inspiring for those who are going to observe Vaishak, vows of Vaishak, Vaishak's brought. So, in the story, there's a couple, Brahmin couple, husband and wife. They are very good devotees, but very poor. And they become, day by day, become poorer and poorer and poorer and poorest. And one day, it so happened that the Brahman, the husband of Brahmani, not able to collect a single grain as donation, as alms. Go to the doorsteps, no? Yodukari, Bhikshang. And the people close the door in the face of them. What is the reason? The reason is not because they are poor, but the reason is they don't have child for 12 years. So in material world, generally if a couple do not have child, they are considered to be inauspicious, Ashubha. Not for Vaishnava. I'm telling about the material people. So it's very bad days for the Brahman couple. Not get a single penny. Close the door. So the Brahman decided that I should leave this place and I should go to the forest. I'll take Brahma first. Because if you go to the forest, somehow he can arrange some fruits in the forest. And he thinks that the Brahman is after a lady, Mati. Maybe out of compassion, people give her something to eat. And in this way, at least they be able to survive. So, the Brahman, he discussed with his wife. He said, look, I am just going to leave you forever because I failed to protect you, failed to give you the minimum necessities of the life, no cloth, no food, no shelter, no house. So tomorrow I'll be going to forest. And I'll manage somehow there buy some fruits or leaves or something. And maybe you are lady, so some people will come to give you some donation. With that you try to live. The Brahmani, she is very intelligent. She was very intelligent. She was very wise. She has got sufficient spiritual knowledge. And generally in this age of Kali, it is observed that Matasis are more interested in spiritual practice. Look at this class. If you go for any ritualistic practice, or any spiritual festival, you see more Matajis. Less practice. That is also a good explanation by your devotee. He said that in the age of Kali, Matajis are less affected by Kali. From the bad effect of Kali, Matajis are somehow protected. Because I am not telling about the modern, very modern ladies, but the traditional ladies, they used to keep more time at home. So they are called housewife. And nowadays, they become so angry. They say, why housewife? So now new designation is given as what? The homemaker. Homemaker is a little better. Then as time goes on and Matajis become so demanding, the homemaker is not good. I am not going to make my home. Let me give a designation home engineer. But it is much better to be a home house or home wife rather than a home engineer. Actually, the demand of time, that's why Mataji generally come out for in charge of money. But otherwise in ancient time, most of the Matajis are at home. Nowadays also, if they work also, they pay more time at home. So they are less affected by the outside world. Those who are not having any service, they are in comfortable position, in good position. They should not feel sad. I don't have any job. Good. Krishna is not providing you a job and try to keep you at home and you are less contaminated by the external world. Mataji know how difficult is the external world. Those who are working, they know. But that is why number of Matajis in the spiritual practice are found to be more in Kali Yuga. And this very Mataji, the Brahmani, she used to go regularly to a guru's house. And who is the guru? Who is Vaishak Muni. And you know the Vaishak Muni's ashram, his hermitage is here only, in Guwahati. So we are very lucky. And this very story, this is given in Padma Purana, is from our place. Assam Vasi ki jai, Guwahati Vasi ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Gurudev ki jai. So Gurudev said this story very nicely. Then that lady, as she is little more intelligent, I'm not telling that she has got lots of material degree, but she is a very good devotee. And you know, the devotee's mindset is always clear. When a devotee says something, it's so clear it comes out from the heart. And who is residing in the heart? Krishna himself. When we people, so-called intelligent people speak, we speak from the brain. And Krishna is not residing in the brain. So when we speak, it is by myself. And when a devotee speaks, he speaks from the heart and it is Krishna's. So, that Mataji is very sober, very intelligent. So she said that, okay, my husband, can you wait for one more day? Please postpone your journey by one day. Instead of going tomorrow, please, you leave me day after tomorrow. Any problem? The Brahman said, okay, for me no problem. Only one day I have to stay more. What's the harm? Okay. Then Brahmani, she made a plan to take that husband to her guru's place, Vaishak Muni's ashram. Next day morning, both Brahman and Brahmani, with well dressed, with new dress, with clean dress, moved to the Vaishak Muni's ashram. And the Vaishak Muni went look to that Mataji, that Brahmani, who used to go to Vaishak Muni's ashram very regularly. So Vaishak Muni welcomed her and asked the reason for coming. Why you are coming in this odd time? Because generally in the morning hour, we used to do what? Mangalarati and all these things. Classes is in the start at 9 o'clock. So why you come so early? Then Brahmani said that, Guruji, actually I am taking my husband with me and there is some problem with us. The Vasishtha Muni asked, what's your problem? Then the husband said that, see, we are in a very bad condition, very poor, we don't have a single penny to run our life. Nobody gives us money. So I would like to leave Brahmani and go to the forest. But before going, I would like to ask you one question, Vasishtha Muni, Gurudev, Munivar. What's the question? Why I am so poor? Why I am so poor? Then Vasishtha Muni, he is Guru after it. Ansarjami, they can read the heart of the disciples. Then Vasishtha Muni said that, do you have any extra question? He says, yes. Because there is an extra question also with them. We do not have children. We do not have child. That is also another problem for our poverty. So, can you just tell us why we become so poor? Why you do not have any children? The Vasishtha Muni said, I have to meditate. So Vasishtha Muni sat in meditation for some time. And then Vasishtha Muni come to again. From the trance he comes out and he said, I got the answer for your questions. Then they both Brahman and Brahmani, they very attentively looked to the Muni, to Vasishtha Muni. And Vasishtha Muni said that, you, Brahman, in the last life, you are a Sudra. You were a Sudra. There are 3 classes of people in a society. Who are they? 4 classes. Sudra, Vaishak, Kshatriya, Brahman. Not by birth actually, it's by activities. Satur Varnam Mayang Srishta Guna Karma Vibhagasha Tasya Kattaro Pimang Vidya Kattaramadya. So Bhagavan said in Gita that these 4 classes is made by me for the welfare of the society, for the running of the society in a very peaceful way. So you were a Sudra. The Brahman feel little bad. I mean after now, I was Sudra. You were a Sudra. Sudra is labor class. Over Sudra, Vaishya, the business class, businessman. And over Vaishya, Kshatriya, the warrior class. And over Kshatriya, Brahman, the learned scholar class. You are all Brahmins, not by birth, but by your activities. When you try to learn something and give the learning, the knowledge, dissipate the knowledge to someone, you become Guru. And Guru in no case is a Sudra. Jare dekho tare koho, amar upodesh. Amar ajgai Guru hoy, toro ei desh. That is the verdict by Mahaprabhu. If you meet anybody and everybody tell about something, suggestion that is given by me, and you become a spiritual master. And out of you, if anybody say something to anybody spiritual, you are a Guru. So in that case, you are a Brahmin. That's Sudra. The Brahmin who are Sudra, he asks them, yes, okay, I consider, I accept I was a Sudra. Then, but you are very rich man. Very rich person. Very affluent, rich person. You have enough money, enough property, enough gold, enough gem, but unfortunately, you are very miserable. You do not spend a single penny, what to speak of for Krishna, what to speak of for devotees, what to speak of for Vaishnava Seva, what to speak of for relatives, what to speak of for society. You do not like to spend a single penny for your own children. Look at that degree of misery, so miserly. You do not spend a single penny, and you accumulate all your money and hide it underground without the knowledge of anybody. See? And then they come, you become old, and you say goodbye to this earth. And at the time of saying goodbye, you cannot pass the message to your children, or rather you do not like to pass the message to your children where you kept the money, the treasure. So you die. And within no time your children die because they become poorer and poorer. And that is why this condition is reached. This time Krishna is giving you a human body, but do not give you sufficient wealth because you misuse wealth in the last part. There is chance that again Krishna will give you some wealth, you again misuse it, and your entanglement into this material world will be much, much, much more. You have to stay more days in this world. So Krishna is very kind, not giving you sufficient money so that you somehow realize what mistake you have made. Right? Then he knows like this. Okay. The Guru said, I have to accept. Then he moved to leave the place. The Brahmani said, wait. Brahmani, very intelligent. Wait for some time. Let the Guru finish the work. Okay. He's already out of mood almost. All about bad of him. Nobody like to, everybody like to be praised, not to be criticized. So, Brahman said, okay. And Vaishak Muni said, I'm going to give you the answer to the second question. Why you don't have children? He said, okay. I'm not interested because he knows that again something will come to him only. Some stone will throw to him. So he said, see, because you failed to manage your good children in the last birth, God has given you some children so that you should make them good Vaishnava. Not to speak of Vaishnava, who do not give a single food to them. They fail to survive in this world. So, this time, you are not giving children. Sorry. Brahman said, okay. It's after Brahman. Brahmans are so-called, those Brahmin, don't misunderstand me. Those who are Brahmin by birth, should I say or no? I don't know. So many Brahmins are saying. So they are very, very, so to say, very proud of their heart. And Brahman. I don't know how many of them have Brahminical character. And then you ask yourself. So, this Brahman, he is a little proud and he is angry. I'm criticizing in front of my wife. Enough. Then, Brahman is very intelligent. Brahmins are very intelligent. They put a question. Gurudev, Muni, I'd like to ask you a question. Okay, I accept that I was a Shudra, I was a miser, I am bad, that is why I am deprived of wealth, deprived of children. But why I am giving this Brahman body? The Brahmins are over Shudra, over Vaishya, over Kshatriya so called. Sometimes there is a class between Kshatriya and Brahman is a different issue. But Brahmins is the highest class. So why I am in this highest class? Proudly. They will say, okay, any more? Yes, one more question is there. Why my wife is so wise, so intelligent, so beautiful? If I am so bad, why my wife is so good? What is your answer to this question? Vaishak Muni say, I do not know, I have to meditate. So Vaishak Muni again follow meditation. Go to trance. Talk to Krishna. And got the answer. And say, with a smile, yes, I got the answer. Brahman says, tell me. This time Brahman says, I will win the game. Vaishak Muni is in a bad shape. Then Vaishak Muni said, see Brahmin, now you are Brahmin, at that time you are Shudra. In 1 year, during Vaishak, only 3 days to go, 3 days to finish the month, a Vaishnava came to your house. That Shudra, miser, Brahmin, person. Right? And out of I don't know, out of some causeless compassion, you give shelter to this, you gave shelter to this Vaishnava. And that Vaishnava, you know, he used to cook himself, because we generally, who are initiated, do not generally take food in others' place. So he is a Vaishnava, so he used to cook himself. And you know, the Vaishnava do not do anything alone. Ekaki ami nahi paibo. So always try to distribute whatever is needed. So after cooking, what he will do? He offered to Bhoga, to whom? Sri Krishna Bhoga. And after that it become prasad. These are already offered. You see, after some time it will be distributed as prasad. That prasad they always distribute. They do not take like this thing. No? So they distribute to you, to your family members. And you miser, you like it, no? I'm getting something, it's good. Without giving anything, I'm getting is good, no? For miser people, it's very good. So you are honoring prasad. And when in the morning, the Vaishnava every three nights. Morning is started with Vivabori Seso Alupa Praveso Nidra Sari Uthojivo. In this way, the Vaishnava make an alarm bell in the morning to get you up from the bed. And you got up for 3 days. And you know, Vaishnava always get up at what time? 4. The Brahman, that Shudra, used to get up because the Vaishnava, he sings in a very beautiful way. And as Shudra, he has an agenda back of his mind that after that he will cook and give me some food. So, you know, prasadamai, annamai bhav, good at least. Okay, go. Vivavori Shesha. He attend. Mangalarti he attend. Sangsara Davanol he attend. And after that, you know, our practice, please sit for some time, I'll give a class. The Vaishnava start giving classes on Gita. Brahman said, when is the time for prasad? It's coming. Today there will be nice prasad. There will be big gulab jamun. Prabhupada's bullet. So Vaishnava, he said, you will get it. So after that, Tulsi Puja. Vrindavai Tulsi Devai Priyavai Kesu Vaishya. Then Joldan. Brahman also follow. That Shudra also follow. The Vaishnava said, you also come and give. Oh, really? Yeah, you get prasad. So give some Joldan. Then after that, prasadam, madhuram. In this way, you spend 3 days with a Vaishnava. You get association of a pure devotee. And by dint of that, power, that strength, you get 2 good, 2 benediction. One is to give birth, to take birth, the Brahmin family, and a good wife like her. Brahmin said, really? Yes. The Brahmin said, nice. Yeah, I have done something good at least. This is something good about me. Then Brahman in his good mood. Then, 10 minutes to go. Then, the Brahman, he asked Vaishishta Muni, can you tell me one thing? Is there any chance of me to get some children? Vaishishta Muni said, so easy, no problem. No problem. Then Vaishishta Muni asked the Brahmin, what type of children you want? Then the Brahmin said that any type. Is there any type of children? Children, child is child. I don't have a child, koi bhi chalega. Anything is good for me. Something is better than nothing, you know. Banglaয় bola jay ki, nai momai theke kona momai bhalo. Something is better than nothing. Then Brahmin said to that Brahman, just keep mum, let Guru to speak something. Brahman is a little restless. Brahman is sober. The Vaishnavas are always sober. Dhira tatra na muhyati. In Gita, Vaishnavas are designated as Dhira. Dhira means sober. Tatra na muhyati. Muhita no. They do not bewildered. by any change of any effect of the environment. Matras prasestu kunteo situsma sukha dukhada agamavartyo nityam tam titikshava bharata. So, not affected by winter, not affected by summer. If we do not have fan, also we have bus. During winter, if I used to come to this place from Aroti, I do not have a cardigan, jacket like, always wearing a because it is not because of my power, it is because of this power of this environment, Brahma Buddha. So then Vaishak will start speaking. First type of children is called Shatru Jato Santan. The child with enmity. Then Brahmin asks, please explain, Gurudev. Yes, there are some child who behave like enemy of their parents. Behave like enemies. You see, in many families, father is so nice, mother is so nice, but the children behave like that as if the father is an enemy. Even to the extent that sometimes they murder the father, they murder the mother. There are in history we have so many. They are called Sotrujata. The question then comes to the Brahman's mind: why this Sotrujata Santan comes to some families? Then Vaishak Muni says that because in our day-to-day life, sometimes we create some enemy. An enemy has an intention to take revenge. For example, I have an enmity with her. So, out of these two, one party has very strong desire to what? Enemy has a strong desire to what? To revenge. I must take revenge on her. I must take a revenge on her. But sometimes before taking revenge, the person dies. Then that person generally comes to the other person's house, a son or daughter, to take the revenge. And right from the birth, what they do? They behave like enemy and try to punish that very person. And that is called child with enmity. Every day they complain to their other fellow friends. Your father is so good, my father is like an enemy. This is called first type of sin. The second type of sin is called Rino Jato Santan, means the child with debt. Rino Jato. They always try to, this type of children, always try to take money from their parents. In this modern world, there are some children, in the morning before going to school or college, they demand some money. Demand. It's not that father is giving some penny to the children, but the children demand. Say, father, I have to go via bus, via Rapido. And at the daytime I have to take Momo. So I need minimum 200 rupees. I say 200 is enough, Baba. No. Other fathers give 500 and you cannot give 200. You have to give me. Demanding. Rino Jato Chonta. Very real. Why? Because in some life, that very person who is behaving like a father failed to repay the other person from whom he took money. It so happened sometime. Now I took money from him. He gave me money. And someday he come to me, ask me, it's like 2 years past and you cannot give, return me. He said, why you are so much interested with money? If I do not give, what you will do? This person is at loss. No? I am giving him money, he scolded me rather. So he become very more than he come out and say, someday I will go to your house as Rino Jato Santan, I will take back your money. That they are called Rino Jato Santan. And then Duskriti, Duskarma Krito, Duskarma Jato Santan. The child with a mischievous behavior. There are some child, very mischievous. Mischievous means father is good teacher, mother is good housewife, devotee, but the son is a problem in a society, a thief, pickpocketer, creating nuisance in the society. Father is so good, mother is so good, but he is doing some mischievous activities in the society. And the parents fail to come out to the society. Their prestige is already lost. So happy. And they are called Duskriti Jata Santan. Then Brahman, he said that it is better not to have children. Because one time I have found that the children are with enmity. Second time will again trouble me, ask me money. I do not have money, how to give. And third, they will do some mischievous activity. At night I cannot sleep thinking about him. He is already lost. He said, okay. As Brahmini, then asks wife, let us leave the place. And Brahmini is very wise, intelligent. Brahmini said, wait, let Guru to finish. Then Guru is Antachari. He can read the heart of the people. You look to the Brahman. This time I am going to give you a fourth class of child. First class is Shatrujati, child with enmity. Second is Rinojati, child with death. And third is Duskriti Jato, Duskarma Jato, child with mischieviousness. And the fourth is Sushanta, child with good qualities. Good qualities. Then Brahmins, become little inspired. Oh, something is coming good. Then Brahmin becomes so restless. Yes, Guru, give me that one only. That Sushanta I want, Sushanta I want. At least these three to so bad, this fourth is coming at least good. Then Brahmin said, wait, let us explain what type of Santan they will be. Then Vasishtha Muni, he explained that Susantans, the side with good characters, are very obedient to their father. Brahman smiles, wow, good. My children will be very obedient to me. Will take care of the parents. Well, second good quality of my child. Third, when you die, when you say goodbye to this world, they will do proper rituals to take back you to God again. Then Brahman looked to the Brahmani because he is already so many times chastised by the lady. So say, Brahmani, can I take this one? No, let Guru do this. Then Brahmani asks the Muni, Vasishtha Muni, Guruji, is there any more left? Yes, there is one more type of children left, and they are Udasin Santan, neutral side. The Brahman asks, what type of people? Neutral side or side who are totally neutral to their family members. They are not attracted by the family members nor to this material world. They are not used by the material prosperities. Money not touch them. They are like lotus. Lotus grow in mud, Lotus grow in water. But there is not a single tint of mud in the leaf of the lotus. Spotless. And this Udasin, the neutral side, neutral children are spotless. Although they are in a household, but they do not have any business with the household people, they always do Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Brahman say, oh, Hare Krishna, look at that. So that will come to my house. What else will they will do? They will do so many important things that may be able to liberate 21 generations of you and all these things. Then Brahman says, is there any more type of child? No, these 5 are enough. Sotru Jata, child with enmity, Rino Jata, sight with a depth. Then third, Duskriti Jata, sight with mischievousness, good sight and neutral sight. The Brahman said, okay, I am not that qualified. The Brahman is now realizing what is his position, And that is the beauty of the association with the pure devotee. If you can keep yourself near a very strong magnet, you are ordinary iron. If you can keep yourself very close to a strong magnet, in no time you get magnetized, you can attract anything and everything like that original magnet. And this Brahman is associated with this pure devotee Vaishak for such a long time that he already get self-realization. Okay, Guru, Vaishak, I need 4th time. The Brahmin said, why? Because I am not qualified to care the neutral child. So I am happy. Then Vaishak Muni said, now they will not come from the blue. The children is not that I can give you a benediction that tomorrow you will get a child from the blue. No, you'll have to do some austerity. You have to do some penance. You have to do some difficult vow. The Brahman said, anything I am able to do, because he's already realized. He said, Guruji, Vaishak, I can do anything and everything you order me to do. Vaishak said, there are 7 more days to go for Vaishak. Because Vaishak is running and it is very dear to Krishna. And this month is called Madhusudan month. And Krishna is going to give you some discount in this month. So from tomorrow, only 7 days to go, you have to do some things. You note it down. And at that time, there is no system of this type of copy, everything they can memorize so nicely. So in their hard disks, everything gets it. Then Vaishak Muni said, the first you get up early in the morning, Brahma Muhurta. What is Brahma Muhurta? The 48 minutes before sunrise extend to 48 minutes after sunrise. Try to get up in this time. That is the first duty. Second duty, you have to take bath in Ganga. And Vaishak Muni's ashram is here in Guwahati. That very family is in near somewhere nearby. They said, here I can go to Brahmaputra, I can go to Ganga. I'll give you some technique how to bring Ganga to your place. Then that Vaishak Muni remembered that Brahmin, Om Gangeshya Jona Sibbo Goravadi Saraswati Narmadi Sindhu Kavri Jala Hasmin Sannidham Kuru. Then say that if you forget that also, you say Om Ganga, Om Ganga, Om Ganga 3 times, and your Ganga will come and you can take bath in Ganga. And after taking bath, you have to do what? Worship. You have to do puja, arati. To whom? To Radha Krishna. Radha Krishna. The conjugal, the symbol of conjugal love. Radha and Krishna together with Tulsi Maharaj. With Tulsi Maharaj. That is Vasma. Because out of the 3 months, in Vaishak month, it is compulsory for every devotee to put some water into the root of Tulsi Maharaj. That is called Jal Dan, giving water to Tulsi. In the month of Kartik, you have to do deep Dan. You have to sow lamp to the deity. And in the Madhma, in the Madhama, you have to take bath in Ganga every day. So, after taking bath, you do this thing, puja, and you do little water to the root of the plant of Tulsi Maharani. Then after that, you try to prepare some bhoga for Krishna, give to Krishna, and distribute to all the people nearby, Vaishnav Seva, and thereafter try to read some slokas of Gita, and by that you get the merit to be the father of children. So this Brahman becomes so realized suddenly back to his house. And from next day, 7 days to go. So every day he do all these things very, very sincerely, regularly, with utmost devotion and love. And finally one day, they got good children, Sushanta. And with that children, he go back to God. He go back to God. So see, how that is the beauty of this month, Vaishak. So for us, we are luckier than the Brahmin. Brahmin get in his Shudra life only 3 days. Thereby he got a good wife. Thereby got a good body, in a good family, in a good, I mean to say like in a high Brahmin class. And in Brahmin class, just by observing for 7 days in Vaishak Mas, regularly, sincerely, with utmost love and devotion, he got what he wanted. So what you want, children, you got it. And finally, Krishna giving bonus to take him back to God. So see, this is our second day of Vaishak. And how many days to go? Another 28, 29 days to go. But please, 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 at least you do minimum out of this thing, like if it's not possible to get up early in the morning because of your health condition, at least in the bed you must realize that I must get up, I should get up. If you have an intention that I should get up, Krishna is so kind, he accepts you to get up. As if you get up and do all these things. But it is not that I am telling you a excuse that you sleep and I think I am getting up. You have sufficient energy, you should get up. That should not be an excuse. But if you are really unfit, do not try that. Then next is very easy. Not necessary to buy a ticket and go to Navadip for Ganga or Gurudev. Param Pujya Jayaprakash Swami Guru Maharaj said that to all his disciples, to all his well-wishers, that take in a bucket some water and throw through yourself, Om Ganga, Om Ganga, Om Ganga. But Ganga will come and you can take a shower in Ganga. That you can do. Anybody having difficulty? One day I gave a class to a place and one lady said that, oh, there is difficulty. She said that morning my water supply comes at 8 o'clock. I said, can you not keep some water in the last night? Oh, yes. So see, there is excuse everything, but there is always means of solution to every problem. So you take some for water. Again, don't tell me that in my place also water is not available up to 9 o'clock. Your GMC supply is so bad. I said the next 10 days before you get some water, so that you keep for the 10 days. You need only little water, 1 spoon of water that you manage from someone's house, or even you can purchase a bottle like this, new bottle, Om Gangesha. So throw like just put one hole. You are so very miser, no? Om Ganga, Om Ganga, Om Ganga. That you can do. And if you do not have a deity at home, at least you have a picture of Rukmini Krishna, picture of Ram, Lakshman, Sita, picture of anything, any guru, any god even, not demigods even. Tulsi Ram Maharani you should have. If you do not have, at least you have, everybody has mobile, and take a snap of that Tulsi Maharani and keep in your mobile. That is it. Okay. And finally you do circumference. Jani kani chopa pani brahma hojjadi kani sho tani pronuchonti produkshino pode that you should. And if you do not know this sloka, at least say Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama. But always keep in mind the original sloka. It runs like Jani kani chopa pani brahma hojjadi kani sho tani pronuchonti produkshino pode. Jani kani, knowingly or unknowingly. Chopa pani, I am accumulating Brahma Hojjadi Kanisha. I am accumulating sin up to the extent of killing a Brahmin. Jani Kani Chopa pani, knowingly or unknowingly, I may do so many sins up to the extent of killing a Brahmin, a Vaishnava. Tani pronuchonti Productino pode. And all these things vanish into thin air. Everything will be rubbed out, tani, all those things. Pranachanti, vinasujate will vanish in thin air, and they will be rubbed out from you, from your all reactions, bad reactions, just by production of pade, by taking steps around Tulsi Maharani. You sing Hare Krishna, but keep in mind, I do so many sinful activities. Maybe up to the extent of killing, nowadays we kill our own child also. I should not speak in this class. It's bad. My medical termination of pregnancy, very bad. If we go to that extent, sometimes we have to do, or we did it by mistake or knowingly or unknowingly. So, see, Brahman is to somebody else, my own children also. So please, Tulsi Maharani, please, rub out all my sins. Tani, pranuchanti, production of body. You have to, production circumambulate, you have to make your trip round the Tulsi Maharani, paying full obeisances to her with love and devotion. Please. I am sinner and the sinner. Please forgive me and rub out all my sins so that I can serve the Vaishnavas. So that I can do some lovable devotional service. And finally, I become qualified to go to your Guru Vrindavan. Hare Krishna.